Hey, I'm Jake.
And I'm Christine.
And holy shit, this is the 50th episode of Old School Trailer Hounds. Yeah! I couldn't think of much way to celebrate except the shtick is we check out trailers from the 1980s and the decades before. So for today, we're going to check out a very particular trailer that came after the 80s. This is, from the year 2000, the trailer for one of the worst sci-fi films ever made, Battlefield Earth.
Doesn't sound right.
One chance and fart.
And fart? One chance and fart?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He did not say that, but does it?
I keep thinking that he's meant to say part. I don't know. Take chance. But yeah, it sounds like he said fart.
Very much so.
But yeah, this movie came out in 2000 and it's considered by many to be one of the worst films ever made, one of the worst sci-fi films ever made. And one of the most well-known things about it is that it is based on a novel, also called Battlefield Earth, written by L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of the Church of Scientology. Yeah. And this whole movie had been a passion project for John Travolta for over 10 years.
Where's Tom Hanks? Not Tom Hanks.
Cruise.
Tom Cruise. He should be in it. Come on.
And Travolta, he wanted to play the young hero of the film back in the 80s, but it took so long to get this movie made. He was too old, so he plays the dreadlocked alien you see here, the main villain, named Turl.
Definitely you haven't even seen the trailer for this. John Travolta.
Yep.
All your soldiers and all their advanced technology.
With his evil laugh. And the young hero role went to Barry Pepper, who before this had had small roles in Enemy of the State and a supporting role in The Green Mile. Now he's been good in those things, but Barry Pepper, does that sound like the name of an action star?
No. Sounds like the name of...
A food.
Yeah, I was gonna say a chef. but
yeah, this movie was a huge failure when it came out, and Travolta allegedly didn't pay attention to the reviews at the time, saying he never does, and when this film was nominated for several Razzies, he claimed he had been unaware that those awards even existed, despite being nominated many times throughout the 80s. And
oh, come on, guys.
yeah, the guy who created Scientology wrote a science fiction novel. Go figure. And if you can't tell, I'm being sarcastic. It's interesting, and the book is actually very fucking huge, and this movie only covered the first half of the novel. And they were planning to make a sequel to finish it. If it was successful, it wasn't. But yeah, aside from John Travolta as Turl, did you remember it said Forrest Whitaker was in this?
Yeah.
He also plays one of the aliens, who by the way are called Cyclones. Cyclones. That's what the aliens in Battlefield Earth are called. And Forrest Whitaker later admitted he regrets doing this movie, and he only did it because he and John Travolta were friends at the time.
Are they like all Scientologists?
No.
Only John Travolta.
You don't have to be a Scientologist to be friends with them.
I know, but I'm just curious if it was a passion project for a Scientologist.
And guess who directed Battlefield Earth?
I think you told me.
Roger Christian, who had directed a few movies before this, but he was best known in his early days for being a set designer. He designed the Millennium Falcon on the original Star Wars.
Oh.
And actually won an Oscar for the original Star Wars. So...
Didn't win an Oscar for this.
Yeah, Academy Award winner who made Millennium Falcon ends up directing Battlefield Earth.
How's the set design?
Once we finish mining out this miserable little planet, let's do the universe a favor. Let's exterminate the life.
Looked kind of interesting, but the main thing I noticed about this trailer, it almost made the movie look watchable, like with all the music and the action. It almost for a moment made this film kind of look epic. What do you think?
I mean, it didn't look half bad. I think I was hard on it because I knew just how much I didn't think I'd like it. But yeah, I mean, the action looked good. The editing on the trailer looked great. There was a lot of like suspenseful moments with like eye contact, and you're just like, there's so much tension.
But then at the end, they remind us that this is a bad film by going, FART! And by the way, that
Ended on a sour note.
that egg-headed alien bitch with the long tongue, the Gene Simmons tongue, that's John Travolta's wife, Kelly Preston. Nepotism.
Back on planet. Last humanity becomes extinct.
And the movie has gotten a lot of cult status for being, as I said, one of the worst sci-fi films ever made. And many people have talked about it, including the Nostalgia Critic, who famously called the Cyclones Jamaican Klingon clowns. And despite its badness, there are some directors who apparently enjoyed it. And this could be Travolta talking out of his possibly closeted ass, but he claims that Quentin Tarantino really loved Battlefield Earth. That he allegedly said it's one of the kind of movies that he always wanted to make, but knew it would ruin his career. I have no idea how true that statement is. I saw a picture of Tarantino at the movie's premiere, but maybe it's just because he and Travolta have a maybe sort of friendship after Pulp Fiction.
Probably.
Anyway, if you're into bad movies and making fun of them, might be worth checking out. And who knows, might even find some merit.
Fart.
Oh, brother.